Welcome to tonight's live, How to Chase Away the Winter Blues. Yes, I'm wearing my fingerless gloves. Yes, I'm wearing a hat because it's freaking cold. I don't know where you are, but it's cold here in Austin tonight. It's drizzling rain and it's a night to be cozy. What's up, Brittany? If you're joining live, hashtag live squad. If you're new to our videos, no creepers allowed. You have to say hello and comment when you join the live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay squad. What's up, Annalisa? Look at all my people coming on to the live. Okay, so as you're joining, hit me with an emoji so I know you're watching, and let's get started, shall we? Okay, so do you have a case of the winter blues? Or maybe you have a case of the winter blahs. I have noticed this recently that, you know, everyone's energy is kind of in the toilet. People are kind of blah, right? Like things are kind of rough for people. And so I wanted to empower you with some things that you could do both nutritionally and energetically to empower you to have your best December ever. So growing up in Oregon, I used to get depressed every winter. I have seasonal affective disorder, and so I even get affected by it being a little bit cloudy or cold. So even in Austin, if it's just a little bit cloudy, I'm like, oh my God. What's up, Brittany? What's up, Kelsey? Thanks for joining the live. Say hello as you join. So I want to tell you that you are not alone. That's the number one thing you need to realize. Winter is challenging for a variety of reasons for people. Also, we are in the last 2 weeks before the winter solstice. If you don't know what winter solstice is, it is a tongue twister. If you don't know what winter solstice is, it is the shortest day of the year. It's going to be the darkest day. So the days are just getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter until December 21st. So just know that this is kind of a rough few weeks. It's going to pass. You're going to come out of it, and then the days will just start getting longer and longer. So whether you live in Wisconsin or the Arctic, or you live in Australia, or I have people watching who are in London and England who, bless their souls, they have dark, dark winters up that far north. Okay, so have hope. There's only 2 weeks left until the winter solstice. Okay, so the number one thing you can do to boost your energy in the winter. What's up, Billy Joe? Say hello, hashtag live squad as you're joining. Yes, I'm wearing a hat. Yes, I'm wearing gloves indoors. You know me, I'm just a little bit quirky. So the first thing I want you to focus on is getting in sunlight. Because we're having the shortest days of the year over the next 2 weeks, we want to flood our brains with sunlight. So I don't want you to stare into the sun like, you know, and damage your eyes, but it actually is beneficial to go outside without sunglasses on and let some of that sunlight come into your eyes, because it actually will turn off melatonin production and make you feel more awake and boost your mood. Also, why else is sunlight important? Who knows? Sunlight. Poor Annalisa's in Montana where it's like 2 degrees, and I don't know how you survive, Annalisa. What's up, Chase? Billy Joe on the live squad. Okay, sunlight's important because hashtag vitamin D. Do you know that most people who live in a northern-based climate are deficient in vitamin D? Now, those of us who live in southern climates like California, Arizona, you know, Texas, we're less likely to be deficient in vitamin D. So don't go self-diagnosing yourself. I have vitamin D deficiency. I'm gonna get rickets. Okay, that's hashtag not science, all right? So, but vitamin D deficiency is very real for people in northern climates. And even for people, say in Austin, like me, where we're getting cloudier days, colder days. Like I haven't really gone outside much today, y'all. It's really cozy and comfy in my little house. We can even get deficient in vitamin D. So make sure you're getting sunlight. You only need about 15 minutes on a patch the size of your hand to get vitamin D that you need every day. So you don't need to sunbathe or be crazy, but get yourself some sunlight. Speaking of light, Do you see my little Christmas trees that I have here with the cute little lights? Oh. Okay, so indoor light also makes a difference in our mood. So it's dark and gloomy outside. We want to brighten up our indoor space as much as possible. String Christmas lights around, turn on extra lights, light candles. Whatever you can do to create a homey, warm, light-filled atmosphere will also help boost your mood, especially late in the afternoon. So around like 4:30, 5 p.m., depending on where you live. When the sun starts to go down, it gets really dark and depressing. You just want to like bury yourself in a pot of hot fudge and bathe in it and lick yourself. That is weird, Heather. That is when you want to turn on all the lights in your house and make it cozy, girl. And boy, there's boys that watch this too. Okay, number 3 is create some festive fun in your life. Whether you're wearing a costume like me, or this isn't a costume, Heather, these are clothes, or you're going to a Christmas party, a holiday party, a Hanukkah party, you're going to maybe watch Elf like I did with my friends. You know, have fun with it. Make the holidays the best they can be. That's going to help boost your mood a lot. A lot of times we forget that just being social and engaged in the world is actually going to fill us up as humans. Like, we're social creatures. Am I right? Or am I right? So tell me below, what's your favorite like holiday tradition? Annalisa, Brittany, what are your favorite? What's up, Shiloh? Tell me your favorite holiday traditions down below. How do you get festive and merry? Okay, so let's talk about eating well during December. When your mood goes down, it's easy to crave foods that are not going to actually give you energy or help support your mood. So I want you to really focus on nourishing your body with like comfort food that's healthy. So what do I mean by that? So make like a crock pot stew, make a crock pot chili, make a soup. You can load your soups up with fresh veggies. You can wilt your spinach or arugula by putting your stew on top. Crack open, lentil soup. You can make like healthy grilled cheese sandwiches. I mean, there's so many different comfort foods that you can make. Brittany says family Christmas parties are her favorite tradition. I love it. Annalisa loves putting on Christmas music and dancing while decorating. Girl, that sounds so fun. I want to come to your house. If you came to my house, we would definitely decorate while dancing and maybe make Christmas cookies. Healthy Christmas cookies made with protein powder. So I want you to focus on like dense nutrients. Focus on comfort foods like roasted sweet potato, roasted Brussels sprouts, roasted broccoli, y'all, is the shit. It's real good. It's real good. Okay. So you can do so many comforting, warm foods. I'm actually working on a healthy broccoli and cheddar cheese soup for y'all. I just got the idea last night at my cooking demo that I went to. Annalisa says count her in. Awesome. Okay, so focus on eating well. I want you to also focus on getting plenty of vitamin C, like citrus fruits, and tons of leafy greens, because that's also going to just help you feel light and fresh during the winter months when your energy can kind of dip. I also want you to avoid alcohol. I know, I'm such a downer. But alcohol is a depressant. It depresses your mood, it impacts your brain chemistry, and you're going to feel more depressed. You know, when I was struggling with drinking too much alcohol in my late 20s, early 30s, I was in nursing school and I was just drinking too much to cope. And it's New York City. Like, you don't have to drive. You can drink as much as you want. You go to a bar and they just give you alcohol for free, which is what happened to a lot of places that my friends and I went. And I realized that I was drinking too much. And I read this book and it's called Drinking, a Love Story. And it's by a recovering alcoholic. And she shares this really powerful insight where she shares that she used to think that the reason she drank is because she was unhappy. And then she realized the reason she was unhappy was because she drank. That was like a light bulb went off for me too, because I wouldn't drink that much. Like, I drink a few times a week maybe, but I would struggle with, my mindset, feeling positive, feeling happy. And what I realized is alcohol was the source of it. Alcohol was actually making my mood worse. And by eliminating alcohol, I rebalanced my brain chemistry. I stopped screwing with my delicate brain chemicals and felt so much happier. So that's another thing to avoid during the winter months. Now, you can take a vitamin D supplement if you think you might be low, or you can just take a multivitamin and you'll get plenty of vitamin D. Or if it happens to be a sunny day where you live, go out, expose your skin, get a little sun, okay? What's your guys' favorite comfort food to eat during the winter months? If you're watching the replay squad, comment below. If you're watching live, tell me right now too, because I want to get some ideas for some healthy versions of comfort food that I can make y'all. Like I'm trying to come up with like a healthy lasagna. Now, my next tip is to vision your year. Sometimes we get into winter blahs because we're not looking forward into our lives. We're not creating our future and what's next for us. As human beings, we always need to be living into a future, creating a vision for ourselves, setting goals. That's how we get excited and lit up and motivated as humans. We like challenges. We want to grow. We're not satisfied with just being the same. Human beings get stuck in being comfortable really easily, but we're actually not really satisfied unless we're growing and challenging ourselves. So my invitation to you in December is to actually write out what are your goals for 2019? Where do you want to be a year from now? I absolutely love doing exercises like this. I've been doing them for probably a decade. And y'all, the things I've written down get manifested like crazy. It's so cool. Brittany says, I'm not sure anymore, anything warm. If you guys want a healthy mac and cheese recipe, go to my blog, thepositivethread.com. I have a healthy mac and cheese that I make with butternut squash and cottage cheese. It's actually really good. And I put collagen peptides in it because #beauty. So anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, visioning your year. So what's a goal that y'all have for 2019? Drop it in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, comment below with one of your goals for 2019. I want to know, one of my goals is to be in the best shape of my life. And I was plagued by some injuries this year and I had 2 surgeries unexpectedly. And I got I thought I was going to have like the best fitness year of my life and it didn't quite happen. So that's one of my goals, is to be in the best shape of my life. I'll be turning 38 this year and I want to feel strong and just feel my best. So that's one of my goals. So I want you to actually sit down and write your goals out for 2019 as if they are already happened. As if they have already happened. I can talk. So what that looks like is, instead of saying I will be in the best shape of my life in 2019, I'm going to write I am in the best shape of my life in 2019. If I want to measure that with like a waist measurement, I might say I have a 25-inch waist. If I want to measure that with a glute measurement, I might say I have a 38-inch booty. Or I could say I can back squat 160 pounds for 5 reps. I am going to declare it as if it's already done. If you have a financial goal, then I want you to frame it like, instead of saying I want to make more money, I want you to say I make $75,000 a year, or I make $200,000 a year, or I make $3 million a year. Whatever your financial goal is, I want you to declare it as if it's already happening. Brittany says to keep losing weight and getting healthier. Awesome, Brittany. So let's reframe that in a way that as if it's already done. So you could say, I weigh 160 pounds, or I weigh 170 pounds, or whatever your goal is. I want you to actually attach a number to it, because the reason a lot of people have a loss of power around goal setting is they're not specific. And if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. You're just going to drive in circles, okay? Annalisa says rocking and rolling in a systemized way, 2019. Great, Annalisa. So what does that mean on the court? That's general, right? So what does it mean to rock and roll in a systemized way? Are you going to be joining a rock and roll band? Is that what I'm hearing you say? Okay, so I want you to create those goals. And by having a vision that you're working towards, you're going to be lit up, because the future that you're living into is giving you who you're being in the present. What does that mean? You have a trip planned to Hawaii. It's 5 p.m. on a Friday night. You're still at the office, but the next morning you fly out to Hawaii. Are you in a good mood or a bad mood? You're in a good mood. You're flying out to Hawaii the next day. Who cares what's happening at the office? Yeah, you're still in the office, but you're living into the future of Hawaii. Now you go to Hawaii, you're hanging out, you're having a blast, you're drinking a Mai Tai, you're having shave ice, okay, you're swimming with the dolphins, all real life in Hawaii. And it's 2 days before you have to leave. And you start thinking about the office and you get sad. You don't want to leave Kauai. You don't want to go home. But you're still in Kauai, but now you're sad. So you can see that it's not the present moment that gives us who we're being in the moment. It's the future that we're living into that gives us who we are and gives us our mood. So I want you to start to notice that, because this month, if you're experiencing a loss of power, it's because you're not living into an empowering future. Okay, Annalisa says her biz is completely systemized and flows flawlessly. Love it. Okay, so Annalisa, my challenge to you is to actually get really specific about what that means on the court. So for example, you might say, I have an assistant who manages all of my incoming emails and sets up all of my calls. Or you might say, I've redesigned my front end program for my clients and, it is, completely done. Something like that, something that's a little bit more specific. Shiloh says, I will be stronger in 2019. I will deadlift over 200 and back squat 155 or more for 5 reps. Okay, so let's reframe that, Shiloh. Instead of saying, I will be stronger, I want you to say, I am stronger in 2019. I want you to say, I deadlift 200 pounds and back squat 155 or more for 5 reps. Do you see how that little language switch is so powerful? Okay, so Brittany, great. Instead of I will be 200 pounds by the end of the year, I want you to say I am 200 pounds by the end of 2019, okay? I am. The 2 most powerful words in the English language are I am. You get to create who you are with those 2 words. Okay, Annalisa says right on, gotcha. Awesome. Okay, so which of these tips was the most helpful for y'all? Of how to chase away the winter blues. If you're new to my videos, sometimes I burst into song. It happens, and I hope you like it. I think Will Ferrell in Elf is my spirit animal. I just love that movie. It's so funny. What are your guys' favorite holiday movies? Brittany, Annalisa, Shiloh, what are your favorite holiday movies? Mine are Home Alone, Love Actually, Elf. Hashtag basic. Basic, what can I say? I am 200 pounds by the end of 2019. Yes, girl. Do you see how much more powerful that is than what you originally said, saying I'm losing weight and getting stronger? That is a goal. Okay? Freaking Christmas vacay. Wait, is that a movie, Annalisa? What are you saying? Chad Molyneux is here. I speak French, so it's Molyneux. Molyneux. Am I right, Chad, or am I right? So funny. Is that a movie? Freaking Christmas vacay? Are you saying National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Because I don't think there's a movie called Freaking Christmas Vacay. Okay, yes, it's your favorite movie. I love it. Cool. Okay, you guys, so fun hanging out with y'all. I'm going to make dinner. I'm actually not going to make it. I'm going to reheat it. I'm making chicken stew. It's delicious. Coming to winter meals. If you still want to get access to my fall favorites recipes entirely free through the end of the year, go to my website, thepositivethread.com, click the click cookbooks, and then add the fall favorites to your cart. Use gratitude, coupon code gratitude at checkout for my gift to you. I'm sharing my fall recipes with you. If you want to learn how to make protein pumpkin pancakes and protein chili and protein mac and cheese, this is the meal plan for you. My podcast airs every Sunday at 6 a.m. and this week's episode is all about chronic pain and dealing with chronic injuries and not letting impede your fitness and health. I'm really excited to share this episode with you. It's actually it was a vulnerable episode for me to share because I shared with you about my experience with chronic pain, which I haven't shared a lot about. I'm luckily mostly recovered most of the time, but I struggled with chronic pain all through my 20s. And I'm sharing about that and how you can overcome that and not let it stop you. This weekend, Sunday. And I'm going to New York next week. So if you want to see what I'm up to in New York, follow my Instagram stories at The Positive Thread. I will be taking you guys around the city, showing you what I'm eating, giving you my tips for traveling and staying healthy and on track. I might be eating a bagel or two, I'm not gonna lie, okay? But I'm gonna give you tips for how to travel and stay on track. Awesome. Brittany says using I am is the most powerful thing she's learned so far. Yes, girl. Oh, you like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? That's so cute. I love it. Okay, y'all. I hope you have a great night. Love you. See you soon.